Hello. I'm here because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and the majority of it is traumatic. I'm Dr. B. My company is Restorative Tutors, and I work with families and students and individuals around their concept of education and achievement. And a lot of it has to do with how people feel trauma. My podcast, The Answer is Trauma, is on Spotify. And I talk about the power of trauma. And I know that we've talked about this aspect, the word gets thrown around. But it is the problem with everything that's going on. The United States is in the thralls of being led by an individual who is deeply building defenses around their childhood trauma. And not only that, but they're surrounding themselves with other people suffering from unhealed trauma. And that often shows up as narcissistic or authoritarian or fascists. And so we need to pay attention to this. And it's not just now. World War II, Germany. If you know anything about Hitler's background, that was a traumatized individual. It started when his brother died, when he was very young. And then his mother died, who he was incredibly close to. And his father didn't like him and beat him often. This was the childhood of someone who needed to have control of the entire world and would do whatever it takes to do that, including kill people that got in the way. That stemmed from who he was as an individual, and that stemmed from where he came from. So we need to understand that what is happening is trauma on top of trauma on top of trauma, because it goes back at least 7 generations. And in this United States country, we have a lot of trauma and pain and hurt that this country is built on and that we've never addressed. So right now, I know you're angry. I am incredibly angry too. I would like to drive my car to Pennsylvania Avenue, bang on a door, and get in a room with someone and help them deal with this. Look, I'm not making this stuff up. 27 psychiatrists and mental health professionals wrote an article in the Journal of Psychiatry and Law explaining why the person in the White House was not mentally sound to be in that job. Professionals, scientists, researchers said, just like I'm saying, there is problems, and those problems are going to show up, and they have been. Why we are accepting it and why it is happening again is because we as a country are traumatized. So we need to understand that trauma is the heart of it. So in my podcast, The Answer is Trauma, I talk about where this is coming from. And I go to the back of these individuals, these 1%, the oligarchs, and I look at what's occurred in their lives and I address that. And then we can look at it as a society and start figuring out, how do we have to fix the trauma of our society? So you can find me at restorativetutors.com. You can find me on Substack at Restorative Tutors. I'm Dr. B, and I'm here to tell you, we're gonna be okay. The most important thing you can do right now is take care of yourself. Give yourself what you need. Turn off the TV. Don't even say the name. Don't even watch. Get off social media. Eat ice cream. Take a nap. Play with your dog. Whatever you have to do to take care of you. And know, I'm here. And I love you. And I believe in you. And we, humanity, will prevail.